took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. We go from SoFi Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and
touchdown, Allen! Cooper Kupp. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Second down, back to Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brady going to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run for the 1st time here with Rashad White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stafford on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points. All right, boys, here we go.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Throwing is Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for Los Angeles first.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard line.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Throwing is Brady on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Fournette running out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Rams 20, Buccaneers 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Rams 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's got it down to the 28.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Man open is Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Akers.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds White. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Brady. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Brady got to have this one. Evans has it left side. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
the site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. You don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Here's Foles.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And it's caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that route, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Back to throw again.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Colts are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll look to throw again. Campbell making the catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football from the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Chris Jones on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ballgame. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Foles. That ball caught by Campbell. He's got the first down and more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Foles. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Foles. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to?
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by L'Jarius.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Play action. It's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up to... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from Miami.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Couple of Alabama guys there. 2 in a waddle for the Miami first.
Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, 5.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. Tua sets up to pass it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 29, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. But right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Watson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Wide open, Amari Cooper.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Watson looks to throw again. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Bell from 8 yards out. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Tua. It's a slant to Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. And he was able to get it. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua going to run the sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They hand it off to Mostert.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Giving this out to the flat, Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot.